What's good, crew? It's Rubber Cat and coming back at y'all with another video. And today we got another banger for y'all boys, man. We been in the kitchen, we been flipping burgers, you know what I'm saying, seasoning our shit up right. And if you didn't see the last video, make sure you check that out where we discussed a new way of building our decks here. So after that video, of course, I went to cooking, I went to doing more testing, and we had to do it with our main man, the man, the myth, the legend, RP Luffy, man. So today I got two different builds for y'all. Um, this one I'm about to show y'all is the first build that I crafted, and all I can say is I'm kind of in love with it, man. It's cooking shit. And one of my subscribers said, "Hey man, I can't take your deck serious unless you're playing in the ranked sim." So I got a couple ranked games for y'all, they're even though they're worse than the regular matches. I mean, I'm not gonna cap. I don't know if it's just something wrong with the ranked sim or what, but maybe I'm just too low level in the ranked sim. I don't know. I don't play ranked sim like that because it's kind of inconvenient. It takes a little more time to get footage. But if y'all want me to start doing more ranked games, I'm happy to do it, man. But at the end of the day, you know, you never know who you're gonna play when you go into a tournament. So who's to say the same people you're playing in, the regular sim versus the ranked sim? Who's to say you ain't gonna play those same people? But without further ado, man, let's get into the deck profile. This is gonna be the first one, and then I'll get into the second one. And if you like content like this, and RP Luffy's your main man, and you like this new way of building your deck, man, hey, try it out. I'll have the deck, both deck lists in the description below, and let me know what y'all think about the list, man. But make sure you hit that like and that sub button, man, if y'all RP Luffy fans, because this is where you gonna get the RP Luffy content from, man. So this is the build right here. And if you didn't see my last video, you may notice, you may be asking yourself, why does he only have 3 ofs max? Well, your boy comes from Yu-Gi-Oh, okay? Some of you may know, some of you may not know. Some of you may have already heard this because you watched my last video, and if you did, hey, shout out to you. You know what I'm saying? You're a part of the crew. But in Yu-Gi-Oh, you can only play max 3 of each card. So that being said, we're taking that same concept, we're putting it into one piece, and it's allowing us to play a bigger variety of cards. You know what I'm saying? So that being said, let's get into the profile. We got our leader, of course. If you don't know what he does, you can go watch any of my other million RP Luffy videos. I don't got a million, but you know what it is. So Newgate, I think is just, man, Newgate's too good for RP Luffy. I'm sorry. It helps in your red matchups. I kind of go over, in my last RP Luffy video, why I place certain bigs in RP Luffy. So if you want more information on that, then go check out my last RP Luffy video. I think it was the Gear 5 spam video. But go check that out, and you'll get more in-depth information. But 8K lead is always going to be a good thing. You're already base 6K leader. With Newgate, you're 8K leader for 1 turn. Perfect. We're playing 3 dragons. I love dragon for the rush, and he also gives your leader or one of your characters +2 don to attack, so you're swinging big. Swinging 9K is just devastating to your opponent. I didn't like Ben Beckman before, but now that we're running this style, I can afford to fit 3 Ben Beckman in, so we got 3 Ben Beckman in here. Great card, trashes one of your opponent's characters with 6,000 power or less. Cool card. Alright, I couldn't fit this Tony Chopper in before, but now, like I said, since we're doing this new strategy, we can fit 3 Tony Choppers in. Another blocker for us, man. Lovely, lovely. Another blocker and another 2K, man. Who doesn't love it? We're running one of the Sanji, the Sanji 2K, the one that you can get one of your Straw Hat characters with a power of 6,000 or more. Make it where your opponent can activate blocker. Let me just read the card because I'm over here. I just jumbled that shit all the way up. On play, choose one of your Straw Hat crew type characters. Characters only, so you can't do it with your leader. With a power of 6,000 or more, during this turn, your opponent may not activate blocker when that character attacks. So essentially, this is a Diablo Jambe, but it's also a 2K counter. The only bad thing is, versus Diablo Jambe, it is 2 costs, and also it doesn't work for your leader. So, that being said, it is what it is. We only got one in here because we are actually running, spoiler warning, a Diablo Jambe. But look who made it to the list, bro. Who would have ever thought they seen the day that your boy could fit Mr. 2 Bond Clay in the list, man? So, hey, look, playing this new style, this new way of deck building, I can afford to fit Bond Clay in my deck list now. Since we're not running 4 ups, we do got that extra space. And hey, I ain't gonna lie, man. I might start building all my decks like this. I'm not gonna cap. Like, just 4 of it. I think when you play a card game, or let's say a card game like One Piece, you get stuck in the mindset of, oh, I gotta max out on the best cards. And I get it. I get it. It's hard to not have that mindset. If you could play 4 of the best card in the game, why would you not run 4 of them? You know, but you get to a point where it's like, okay, well, I'm running 4 of this card, 4 of this card, 4 of this card. Now I don't have room for this other card. It might not be as great as the other cards, but it is a good counter to a specific deck. You know, like if I had 3 of this card in my deck, then I might be able to have a better matchup into this leader. You get into situations like that to where you're maxing out on all your cards, but it's making you weaker in certain matchups. Well, running 3 ofs, you can tech for more matchups. So that being said, we're running 3 Zorojoros. I don't want to keep rambling on about that. We're running 3 Zorojoros. This is our mandatory, ramp for me personally. I love it in RP Luffy, so we're running 3. Running 2 of the Gear 5s. Still love Gear 5, man. I wouldn't play a list without it. Running 3 of the Sanji blockers, 2K counter. We're running 3 of the Brulés. Yes, it's Brulé. It's not Mr. 2 Bond Clay, but we actually got Bond Clay to go with the Brulé today. You know what I'm saying? Hey, we're running 3 of the 7 drop Sanji, the Rush Sanji. Great card. I actually was running this over Ben Beckman in my original list, but now we can actually fit this and Ben Beckman in, which is crazy work. You know what I'm saying? We're running 3 of the Don Quixote Rosinante. I did like this card, but I didn't like running all the event bricks, in the previous builds. But that being said, you know, with this type of build, you can actually afford to run this, and you can actually run some, event bricks. We're running 3 of the Eustace Kids. Kid's a great card, bro. Kid Newgate combo, you almost guaranteed to win almost every game if you can establish both of these on board. Especially if you establish both of these and you have a Gear 5 in hand. Like, it's too broken not to play it, in my opinion. And you know the way we're running this, just to give you an example. So typically, I would be running 3 to 4 of these Sanjis and then 3 kids. So that would be like 6, 7 drops. So we'd have a decent chance of seeing a 7 drop out of 6 cards. But now we're able to play 9 7 drops. So we're more than likely we're always gonna see a 7 drop on curve. Um, so that's just great. Then we're running 3 of the Usohachi blockers. I mean, one of the greatest. I mean, not blocker. I don't know what the hell I said blocker, but he rests down the blocker. More than likely, a character with 5 or less. Great card, 2K counter. Everything we want. Running 2 Rad Beams. I'm running Rad Beam instead of the Divine Departure, just for the simple fact is it gives us 4K. Like, I get Divine Departure can remove a body, a 8K body, but I mean, Rad Beam's just Rad Beam, bro. Like, it's too good. Give my leader 4K when I'm running like kids and New Gates is just too broken. So we're running Rad Beans, and we're also substituting because we are only running 3 Gum Giants because of our our new deck building style. We're running one Diable Jambe, great card, makes it where they can't block. Great tech against the Blackbeard matchup as well. Running 3 Thunder Bagwas. Ever since old buddy put me onto this card, shout out to you, man. If you still watching my videos to this day, hey, you made this happen. Just want you to know that. Running one of the It's to Die For. This is a great card. And there's certain situations like the Smoker matchups like that where you can actually ramp twice with this card. But we're just running that one of. We don't really need more than that. Running 3 of the Gum Giants, and then we're running 2 of the God Threads. So the way we got it set up, we're still running the same like ratios of ramp and all that. So we're actually running what 3, 6, 9, 10, 11. We're running 11 ramp cards. So oh my bad, we're actually running more than that. So what was it? 3, 6, 9, 3, 6, 9, 12, 13, 14. We're actually running. We're running 14 ramp cards in this deck. So you're gonna see ramp, very consistent. You're gonna see a big consistently because we're running what 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. 16, 17 bigs, and hey, only 3, 6, 9, only 11 of them are bricks, so that's a plus on top of it. I mean, hey, I'm just excited to show y'all this. But this is the first deck list, and I'm gonna go through the second deck list, which is more consistent because we're playing searchers in that list. So let's get to the next list, crew. So here's the next list. This list is actually a EBO2 list. So the games you're gonna see with this list will be in the OP11 meta because nobody plays on the EBO2 sim, unfortunately. But that being said, not playing with OP11 cards, just playing with EBO2, being able to take this into the OP11 meta and win is something to be said within itself. But let's get to the list. So I'm not going to go over the cards that's in my other list because, we already went over those. So with this list, we got 3 Searcher Namis, right? We got 3 Nico Robin. They're blockers. She's a blocker, and on a KO, she can search for a Straw Hat. Look at the top 3. Reveal 1 Straw Hat crew type. Put it in your hand. Great card. We're running 3 of the Rush Luffys, the 6 cost EBO2 6 cost Rush Luffys. Great card. Great game ender. I won a couple games with this card already. I'm liking where it's at. We're running 1 of the Gear 5s. We are only running 1 because we are playing searchers, so we do have a way of searching it out. So I think 1's good. We do got a couple cyclers as well, so more than likely we're gonna see it. We're running 3 of the I already went over that card. I don't know why I was about to go over that card again. We're running 3 of the Frankie blockers in this build. Great card, helps in the Blackbeard matchup, having low cost cards that can attack, playing them out. That's the only reason I'm playing Frankie over Onami in this situation. Also searchable. 3 of the 9-drop Luffys, searchable. Why not play it? 3 of the Eustace Kids. Well, we already went over Kid. 3 of the Zorojoros. I'm so used to having 4 of, so I'm like 4 of. Nah, it's 3 of the Zorojoros. It's the Searcher. Searcher's majority of her Straw Hat cards in our deck. We're running 2 Rad Beams. We already went over that. Okay, yeah. So the only cards we added was the ones I went over. That being said, in the video you are gonna see a different looking list. That being said, I was testing something out because people was telling me, oh man, you should try Sanji Pudding and all that, bro. I do not like Sanji Pudding. I'm sorry, it's too slow. When I have it in hand, I never really want to play it. I mean, I did play it like 1 or 2 matches, but you'll see like every time I had it in the hand, I had something better to play than Sanji Pudding. So it's like, is it really worth it? And I will show you what that list looked like. We actually was we actually had no new gates and no kids, and we was actually running 3 Luffy Taros and where's it at? Where's it at? Where does Sanji putting that? Oh, right here. And we was running 3 Sanji puddings. So this is how the list looked in a lot of the matches today. And you'll see, like, I don't think I played Luffy Taro once. If I did, I don't remember. Sanji Pudding, I played maybe once or twice. That was the only good time to really play it. The problem with this card is, okay, usually on curve, like on curve, you would want to play this card, right? That's fine and dandy, right? The problem is, like, usually I would have, okay, let's say I'm on 6 Don. I have Sanji Pudding in hand, and I have Rush Luffy. Like, I can play Sanji Pudding out, there's nothing wrong with that. But being able to swing immediately into my opponent just helps out in too many matchups. Or another example, say I've done ramped, I done used Zoro and Brulee combo, and I ramped up. I'm gonna be on 8 Don. Like, okay. So here's my problem with Sanji Pudding. All right. Let's say I open the Zoro Brulee combo and Sanji Pudding, right? So I'm going first. On 3, I swing, play out Zoro. Okay. So the next turn is when you'd want to play Sanji Pudding out, right? Well, then I no longer can do my Zoro Brulee combo, because usually the next turn on 5, I would put 2 on Zoro, swing 6 with lead, and then play out Brulee, and then I'd be able to ramp again. So that being said, I think the Zoro Brulee or Zoro Thunderbagua or Brulee Thunderbagua, whatever, I think those combos are just better. Like, Sanji Pudding's just, it feels too slow. And then if you see a late game, there's never a good time to play it. Like, late game, would you rather play Sanji Pudding or a Newgate? Would you rather play Sanji Pudding or a kid? Even mid game, like this, because you ramp quick with this leader. So let's just say you're on 8 Don. You got a kid and a Sanji Pudding in hand. Which one are you gonna play out? Let's be realistic here. I've never liked the Luffy Taro package for RP Luffy. Some people do. I get it, man. I get it. Hey, if you can make it work, then make it work. But me personally, I'd rather play out a kid than a Luffy Taro. So that being said, let's put our list back the way it was. Sorry, I've been ranting and raving for too damn long. Let's see. Yeah, here's where we's at. All right, so that's both deck lists. Now let's get into the gameplay. But before we do, hey bro, drop that beat. All right, crew. So we're in the rank sim here. As you can tell, this is the first list I showed off right here. We're in the rank sim. We only got 47 million bounty. I don't know what's considered good bounty in the rank sim. Somebody drop in the comments below. Let me know. I think we're at like 60k or 60 million now or something like that. I don't know. We've only lost 1 game in rank sim so far, and out of 6 matches. So I'll say the deck's pretty good, in my opinion. I think we played against some carrots. The match we did lose was against Yamato, and we literally could have won that match, but we just didn't strap up and swing. We tried to play it safe. And like I told you, sometimes playing it safe can be detrimental. But okay, so we're missing out what we're doing here. So like I said, kid on 7's too good. We're gonna be at 9 Don next turn. We got a rusher in hand. We got another kid we can play out, and I'll probably play out another kid, knowing me, because stacking kids is just as good as stacking kid Newgate, in my opinion. So the Nico Robbins got some blockers out, unfortunately. That's good for him. Yeah, we're stacking kids. We're gonna swing 7 here. Why did we swing 7 first? Oh, okay. We're saving 2 up for Thunder Bagua. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. I still don't know why we swung that way, but I guess. Yeah. Sim mistake. Sim mistake. Anyway, we're gonna play out our dragon here. Put 2 on. Just swing 8. I don't know why we're swinging 9, but we could just swing 8. It would have been the same. But I guess 9, 9, 10 never hurt neither. Or 9, 9, 9, 10 never hurt neither. Swing 9 here, see what he does. He's got to give us a blocker sometime, right? He takes. I guess he's just trying to stack bodies up. I don't know. Swing another 9. He counters out. Which is crazy. Swing 10. He counters out of that as well. So he still got 2 blockers up. He's swinging 10 at us here. I should just take, yeah. I'm gonna try to force him to go for game here and rest down them blockers. Cause that's easy dubs if we do that. We're just gonna counter 1 here. Puts 3 on one of his blockers. We're in his head. We're making him do what we want him to do. I thought about taking that there, but I was like, nah. Then he can just kill us. And he quits right there because, you know, he done rest down one of his blockers already. He's not going to be able to get out of all these attacks next turn. So, you know, unfortunately for him attacking with that blocker first was a big mistake. He should have put 3 on his leader first, then swung. And left his blockers up. But either way, he had 0 life. He had no way to gain life. He was cooked. This is what the rank sim looks like. I don't know why we're not respecting my list in the regular sim, but hey, here goes the rank sim, man. This is what you want to see. Alright, here goes another rank sim. We got 58 million bounty right here, man. We done took a big step up from the last one. So here you go, man. Here goes the rank sim for you. After this, I don't want to hear, man. The rank sim is, the players are not playing the rank sim are making terrible plays. Well, hey, look, they're doing it on the rank sim too, man. Unfortunately. So we're on 3 down here. Looks like it's gonna be a classic Zoro play. So we're hoping he's gonna play out his Ichiji here. I think that's what his name of it is. If he does, then we'll actually be able to double ramp with this to die for next turn. Let's see what he does. Oh, that's not Ichiji. Ben Smoke Reiju. And I think this guy's a newer player. So keep that in mind, you know. There's even new players on the rank sim. I don't know how he's 50 million bounty. I don't know who he was beating, but either that or maybe he's just playing safe or just trying to go wide. I don't know what he's trying to do. Don't ask me. I'm just playing the rank sim like y'all asked. So we're gonna swing 7 here. He gives us the blocker. We're gonna swing another 7 here. Try to get him down to 2 life. More than likely they're gonna counter out. They always got counter. One thing you can bet on Reiju is they always got counter. They're drawing so many cards, they always got counter. He swings 5 at my Zoro here. We don't care about that. He swung 5 into our Luffy here, which was a mistake. We're 6K leader. Maybe he's never played against RP Luffy. I don't know. Maybe I gotta get higher up in the ranks or something. Hey, y'all let me know. Let me know what's the peak rank for the rank sim. What's the bounty? So we're on 10 down here. We do got Sanji. He left that 2 cost on board, which is not a good move. Cause we're just gonna take that off the board. You're not getting that free value. I'm sorry. 6 and a 2. Get that off the board. Now we're gonna go 7 in the life. Probably 9 in the life. Why not? Go 9 into life. Get him down to 2 life. Thought about going in the board there. I'm like, nah, go into life. If he was on the counter out, he definitely would have countered out to save his life. That's what they always do. He's swinging 6 at us now. Finally swinging the right number. Swinging another 6 at us. We're just gonna take that. Got 4 down now, so let's see what he does. Strapping all of it up. Swinging 9 into 7. No sir, we're gonna gum giant. Probably get rid of 2K, save Rosinante for the next turn. Alright, we drew into another one anyway, but you know, it is what it is. We couldn't anticipate that. I'm gonna use Rosinante, cycle, draw 2 more cards. We get into another Sanji, which is perfect. Swing 7 here. Really could have swung 6, 7, and then played out Brulee and had a blocker on board. Wasn't no reason not to. But we're just going aggressive in the life. Swing 10 at life. Want to counter out and go down to fucking 4 cards, 3 cards. He counters out, goes down to 4 cards. We're fine with that. Could have swung 11 there because we forgot about Rosinante effect, but it is what it is. Having 3 down up never hurt nobody. But we definitely could have made a better play there looking back. We could have put 1 on Luffy, swung 7 with a Sanji. Played out Brulee, and then stood up 2 down, and we would have had a blocker as well, which would have been perfect. Playing out a Porsche. Going into what? Chiji? Do you have one in the trash? He hasn't seen the stage, so I mean I get it. You are behind because of that as well. Rage, you not seeing their stage is kind of crazy. I'm looking at his trash. I'm like, dang, you didn't have a Chiji in trash. That's unfortunate. We're gonna play out a Rush Sanji. Rest down that Ichiji. Ramp back up. Swing 6 into the Ichiji. Get it off the board. We're gonna punish him for playing this shit out again. Remember, this is the rank sim. This is what somebody told me they can't believe my list until I play the rank sim. Well, here you go, buddy. What you wanted. Swing 7. Oh man. Swing 9, swing 10, why not? Fuck it. Go for game. You got out of it. We get to stand 2 up anyway with our Rosinante, so we actually remembered that time, which is perfect. Swing 6, we counter out. Swing 6, we're gonna counter out for free. He's making it easy for us. Swing 6, counter out. Now what you gonna do, buddy? Swing another 6. Give you a rad beam. Laser vent smoke raid you. I don't know why. He found his German kingdom. It's a little too late though. He finally found him at Chiji. It's a little too late though. Yeah, it was gonna be swing a shit ton and GG's. But yeah. That's gonna be it for this deck list. I do got some more ranked games, but as you can tell, they're not really worth it. Let's show you the other deck list that I was showing off. Alright, crew. So remember, we are playing in the OP11 meta, and if you missed my message at the beginning, We do have Sanji Puddin and Luffy Taro in this build. We have now replaced with Newgate and Kid. So if you're wondering why that is, don't comment down below why, because I already explained it. But you can comment down below and let me know what you think of this new way of deck building. And if you've tried it out yourself, if you're having success with it, hey, let your boy know down below. But we ain't got no 3-Don play. I mean, we could have played out the Nico Robin to play it safe, but let's get that law back into his hand. Swing 9 at him there. He probably wasn't expecting that. Unfortunate for him. You're not getting a free law play, buddy. But if he's got the Bonnie, he's probably gonna get the free law play anyway. Well, Tashigi, that works too. You get a blind rip? You get a blind rip for the Jewelry Bonnie? Guess he got a blind rip for Jewelry Bonnie. That works out for him there. Gets to play the law out now. Swing 6 at us. We're gonna take. We're just fishing for cards right now. This is probably gonna be a Brûlé turn for sure. Swing 7. We get the blocker. We'll take that any day. Play out Brûlé and pass it up. Our hands looking decent right now. So this is a situation here as well. It's like, okay, I can play Brûlé out, get a free block and ramp, or I can play Sanji Puddin out. And it's like, I could have played Sanji Puddin out, right? But like, I don't know. In my mind, it just seemed better to play out Brûlé in this situation. Let me know down below what you would have did in this situation. Would you have played Sanji Puddin out? Because yes, you get to follow up with Sanji the next turn. Or would you have played Brûlé out to get the free ramp? And he actually locked down a Don, which is very relevant as well if we would have did the other play. Because we would have been at 6 Don. Or no, what would have been at? We'd have been at, yeah, we would have been at 6 Don because he locked our Don down. So we wouldn't even got to do the Sanji play if we played it the other way. But we didn't play it the other way, so we got 8 Don now. Now we'll play the Sanji out because I guess it's a decent time to play it out. We'll swing 8. Get the blocker. We'll pass it up. That being said, I would have got punished if I played Sanji Puddin out on 5. Just because his Jewelry Bonnie would have locked down one of my Dons. So, you know, to each their own. I think I made the correct play. But if you would have went with the Sanji Puddin, man, let me know down below. Because you would have got punished. You would have got punished, buddy. And that goes back to what I was saying, like, a lot of times when I had Sanji Puddin in hand, I always had a better play. Or like a more efficient play in my hand. And playing Sanji Puddin out on 8, is that really what you want to be doing? Like, you see how much bodies he's putting out on the board right now? I mean, yeah, he doesn't have any life, but at the same time, like, you see how wide he's going, so it's like, bruh. Swing 7, we counter out. That's nice. He's at 0 Don. So we swing 7 here. I'm thinking about gear 5-ing, but at the same time, it's not safe. But we can play out the Sanji. Should have returned 2 right here. I think we returned 3. I don't know what we was thinking, but we actually returned 3. So we would have been back up to 10 Don, but it is what it is. But this way right here, we can swing 7-7, play out Nico Robin, and then sit on the Rad Beam. So I guess it is, you know, still a good play. Now Now that goes to my other argument. If you do get Sanji put in the stick, like if you do play him out, you get him to stick, he does give you an advantage, you know, after the fact when you're playing your rush Sanjis and your non-drop Luffy's. But you gotta get him to stick, so you know, there's that. He's playing out his little law to gain a life here. See how he swings. He's calculating. He swings 6 at us here. Just counter out. Want to get him to turn one of them blockers sideways. We block out here. Use Nico Robin. So right here we're about to play mind games with our opponent. I want to take this 2K, but I'm like, let me take this 6 drop. So, you know, we'll scare him up a little bit. We take the 6 drop. So we added another brick on top of the bricks we already got, man. Sometimes you gotta play chess, like I said, not checkers. So he swings 7 at our 7 here, right? So I know now if I give him this rad beam, or I'll take the body, he's gonna be willing to swing again with his blocker. Then I rad beam. So now that I rad beam, he's gonna be like, well, let me swing my other blocker. He left no blockers up. So guess what time it is? Gear 5. You know, playing mind games with your opponents, man. I don't know why, even though I added the 6 drop, maybe he thought he could have got out of a 7 and 2 9K or 2 9K attacks. Maybe he could have got out of it, I don't know. But he definitely not getting out of this, buddy. Like, could he have got out of, like, I know he seen me add the 6 drop. Why would he swing his blockers? I don't know. Maybe he just misplayed all the way. Yeah, I think he just misplayed, bro. Like, even if I did give you that one body, swinging one of your blockers maybe, but swinging both was diabolical, and you lost the game because of that. Let's get on to the next game, crew. All right, crew. We got a smoker here, so let's see what the smoker matchup look like. And just know we should have a new gate or a kid in our hand right now, but because we was testing Sanji pudding for y'all, we don't have that. So you know, it is what it is. Much rather have that, promise you. We swing 6 there, we play out our Zoro, and we got a lot of bricks in our hand, but it's unfortunate. We're probably gonna take the first life anyways though, so that'll help us out. Hopefully. Take the first life, we get a brulee, perfect, what we love to see. We love seeing brulee. So here goes the Zoro brulee classic. Swing 6. Swing 6. Oh wait, we're switching it up. We want to get these bricks out of our hand. Oh, I know why. We were searching for a Luffy Taro here to try to make this Sanji pudding worth it, like to play on 7. But we whiffed, of course. We whiffed. And we did get a 2K. But I thought about playing the brulee out there. It would have been a better play to play out the brulee, in my opinion. But it is what it is. What happens when we're testing, you know, we're trying new things out. We're trying to make them work. So you can't say I didn't try to make the Sanji pudding work, man. We even had the Luffy Taro in there to make it a better play. He's swinging 4 at a Zoro here. We're gonna give him a 2K. Just to force him to swing into it with something else. He swings 5 into it. You can have it, buddy, for that. Swing 6 into us there. We're gonna counter out of that. Plays a Virgo out. I thought he was saving that 2 down at first for an event. But no, he's still searching. He's digging. He's digging for the pieces he needs to the puzzle. He found the Tashigi. Does he have the kid in hand though? He's actually playing the Peacock Searcher. Like I said, I had to play in the OP11 servers. Unfortunate. Alright. So we're gonna ramp up the 9 here. We're gonna swing 6 probably into this probably into life first to try to get a guard out of hand. We don't want to swing into the Sanji first just because it will let him draw a card, so it'll give him more chance to counter out of the life hit. Go ahead and swing 6. We play another searcher. We found our Luffy Taro. Like, alright, we can play a little Nico Robin out here, get us a blocker. Got the Rad Beam in hand. I love the Zoro Joro. Zoro Joro's, you know, this is a good card. I'll probably keep this in this list, in this version of the list. The Luffy Taro, Sanji Pudding, on the other hand, it's like, okay, next turn, right? I'm gonna be on 10 dime. Do I want to play Luffy Taro and the Sanji Pudding out? Or would I rather go with one of my rushers? And after seeing him play that Kid and Killer, I'm like, yeah, I gotta get this game over with. Because he ain't gonna let me last long. So that being said, we done missed our window of opportunity to play our Luffy Taro Sanji Pudding. He's swinging 7 into 6 here. We can Rad Beam, but no, we want to save that Rad Beam. We're taking the hit. We're definitely gonna block out of the Smoker attack because we're not letting him banish anything. Let's see what he does here. Taking a little bit of time. I get he's thinking. He uses the Peacock on the Smoker here. We just block out of the Smoker hit. Just draw us another blocker. Why not? Plays out another Smoker. Now he's getting to swing a shit ton with this Kid and Killer. He swings 9 into 5. We're gonna Rad Beam, give him a 1K, and get up out of that thing. So he's got 3 cards in hand, and we got potential lethal if we can, you know, swing right. So we swing 6 first to test the temperature of the water. Oh, the temperature, nice. He takes a 6K swing. We swing another 6 to test the temperature even further. I'm like, alright, bet. Right here, we can play out the Luffy. Thinking how I want to swing first. So we should swing 6 first. If he takes it, then we play out the Luffy, right? If he doesn't take it, then we play blockers. Okay, he takes it. So now we can safely play out the Luffy here. Put 2 on. Swing 9. Do Luffy effect. Now use our leader effect. Gain another Don. Put it on Luffy. Swing 10. And that is the game right there. As you can see, he's bricked up all except 1 card. So, you know, hey, Sanji Pudding, Luffy Taro just let me down again, once again in another game. Let's get on to the next game, crew. Alright, crew. This is going to be the final game because I don't want this video to go on too long. We do got more gameplay. And I didn't show the random gameplay in the beginning because this is more of a, you know, tech informational type video. We're testing new tech, and videos like that I want to focus specifically on, you know, what we're trying to do. So that being said, that's why we didn't show the random gameplay. Don't worry, we'll be back probably the next video. I will show off some more random leaders that I played with and tested out. So He's playing out Lucky Roo here, which you know we don't care about because that means he can't swing into us. So I think we should strap 3 up here, swing 7, just to get him to try to force this Lucky Roo out. And if he does use Lucky Roo, since we are on 3 life still, I'm not opposed to just strapping up and swinging 9 at life. Because we do got Thunderbog in hand, so that will come in clutch the next turn if we need. Okay. So he gives us a Lucky Roo, KOs our Zoro here. I'm thinking about it. Yep, strap up, swing 9. Get him down to 3 life. Because as you know, we're a 3 life leader, but we're 6k base. They're a 3 life leader with 5k base. We're a whole lot more comfortable than he is right now, I'll tell you that much. Granted, he does got a shit ton of cards in hand. He's got 9 cards in hand. He's up 3 cards on us, but he's down. He's down in life, so you know we're never opposed to that. He's gonna play out a Hongo here into another Hongo, so that lets me know he's trying to get some KO on some of my bigger bodies here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna play out the Rush Sanji, right? And we're gonna swing 6 into the. We're gonna rest down one of the Hongos, swing 6 into it. I already gave it to us. I'm like, okay, bet. Let's swing 8. So even if he uses leader effect, he's got to give me 2 cards. It's like, you want to give me 2 cards or you want to take the life? I'm fine with either. He takes the life, so now I'm thinking in my head that my opponent is bricked up. Because no situation when you got that many cards in hand and you take the life. And if you're bricked up, I know you're more than likely bricked up on bigs. So you're on 8 Don, and even if you played a Rayleigh this turn, you don't get to attack. So we stay at 3 life. He did an Otama into Beckman, which I don't know why, because he has the Hongo on board. Maybe he didn't. Maybe he wants to keep it on board for one of my bigger bodies, which makes sense. Okay. Yeah, so that's why he did that. So we swing 7 here. He does leader effect. We're fine with that. He counters out 2 1Ks. So now I know he's bricked up. We're going to play out the big Luffy here. Swing 10. And then we'll ramp back up to 10 with our leader effect. And we'll sit on a Gum Gum Giant, man. We got a shit ton of 2Ks in hand. Well, 2 2Ks in hand. 2 Thunderbogwas, man. We're looking nice. So he's on 10 Don. If he plays out Rush Shanks, we're not worried about it. We can save our Luffy. But he plays out the 10 drop KO Shanks, which is unfortunate. And here we're going to use the Gum Gum Giant to try to get into some more bigs, or, you know, our Sanji Puddings. They're nowhere to be found. We do get a Searcher here, so we're going to play out our Searcher. Hey, there's Sanji Pudding, but, you know, do I want to search that over Gum Gum Giant right now? Not really. We got him down to 1 life. I think here we swing 9 in. We know he gave us 2 1Ks, so more than likely he's got to take this life right here. About to say minus our leader down, but like if you're giving me 2 1Ks, then you're more than likely don't got the counter, unless you're just bluffing. Unless you're that great at bluffing cards, buddy. Either way it goes, we're gonna try to force him to go for game here. But then again, it's like, bro, we got so much counter in hand, we're just gonna use it. Why not? He swings 7 at us here. We know he's trying to make a Goldie Roger play or something like that. So we're just gonna counter out. And even if he plays Goldie Roger, he still loses. And he quits there. And yes, he did have Goldie Roger in hand. He had a Rush Shanks in hand. To be honest, he probably should have not took that last life if possible. But as you can tell, he's bricked the fuck up. Should have left 1 open Don instead of playing that 10 drop KO Shanks. not, he should at least play the rush shanks and try to attack into it. But I mean, yeah, there wasn't nothing he could do, bro. He was bricked the fuck up. Like, yeah, there wasn't shit he can do. He was bricked all the way up. He probably could have comboed the Ungo into a building snake into the Edward Newgate and left one down up and KO'd our rush Luffy. Yeah, yeah, that looks possible. What Builder Snake's 3, I think Hongo's 2, that's 5, yeah, then Edward Newgate would have KO'd our rush Luffy. He would have had one open Don, and he still would have been a 0 life, but you know, that's the only way he could have had a slim chance. Yeah, he was cooked, bro. But hey, man, that's it for the video, man. I hope y'all like this new style of deck building, and if you've been testing out yourself, let me know in the comments down below how you're liking it, man, because you know, I'm doing this for y'all at the end of the day. I'm also doing it for myself as well, because hey, I like the game of One Piece, man, and I appreciate all the support we've been getting recently, man. We're growing. We got like over 6K returning viewers, so hey, if every one of them smash that like button and every one of them hit that subscribe button, man, we'll be 6K strong in this army, man, you know. But hey, you can't make everybody press the button, man. But hey, it is, at the end of the day, it's free and it is a button, so you know, you can't press it for the free. Help your boy out, man. Help us grow and become something great, because hey, once we get big enough to where we can do this more and work less, hey, I'm gonna bring y'all some special content, man. I promise y'all that. But I'll catch y'all boys in the next one, man.